Welcome, dear viewers, to a sobering exploration of our planet's recent history. We are embarking on a countdown of the top 10 biggest fires of the 21st century, a stark reminder of nature's raw power and the devastating consequences of its fury. These fires, some burning for months, have reshaped landscapes and forever altered the course of countless lives. From the heart of the Amazon to the Australian outback, we will journey across continents witnessing the sheer scale of these infernos and their profound impact on our world. These devastating events have left a significant impact on our world, not only scorching the earth, but also leaving a deep scar on the lives of those who have lost their homes and livelihoods. As we delve into each firestorm, we'll uncover the science behind these blazes, the factors that turned controlled burns into raging infernos, and the long-lasting consequences for our planet and its inhabitants. On February 7, 2009, Australia faced its darkest day in recent history. What began as a series of small brush fires, fueled by record-breaking temperatures and fierce winds, quickly escalated into an unstoppable inferno. 173 lives were tragically lost on that fateful day, forever etching the term Black Saturday into Australia's memory. Entire towns were reduced to ash, homes were vaporized, and the landscape was forever scarred. The scale of destruction was staggering. Over 450,000 hectares, an area larger than the country of Luxembourg, were consumed by flames. The air, thick with smoke and the smell of eucalyptus, was choked with the remnants of countless homes and dreams. The Black Saturday bushfires were a wake-up call for Australia, a stark demonstration of the deadly consequences of extreme weather events intensified by a changing climate. The stories of bravery, resilience, and the unbreakable spirit of the Australian people, however, continue to resonate. As the flames subsided, the long process of rebuilding began. From the ashes, a renewed appreciation for fire safety and a determination to prevent such a tragedy from ever happening again emerged. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, is a vital ecosystem, home to 10% of the world's known species. Yet in 2019, the world watched in horror as these precious forests burned at an unprecedented rate. The fires, largely attributed to deforestation and human activity, raged for months, releasing colossal amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The images were apocalyptic, towering trees reduced to smoldering skeletons, the air thick with smoke, and the cries of fleeing wildlife echoing through the charred remains. The impact of these fires extended far beyond the Amazon basin. The smoke, visible from space, traveled thousands of miles, affecting air quality across South America and beyond. The loss of such a vast area of rainforest has had a devastating impact on global biodiversity and the fight against climate change. The 2019 Amazon rainforest fires served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the global consequences of deforestation. The international outcry led to increased pressure on governments and corporations to implement sustainable practices and protect this vital ecosystem for future generations. The Amazon, however, remains vulnerable. Its future hangs in the balance, a stark reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the urgent need for global action to combat climate change and protect our planet's irreplaceable ecosystems. California, a land of breathtaking beauty and diverse landscapes, has increasingly found itself on the front lines of a new reality: megafires. Fueled by drought, rising temperatures, and human encroachment into wildland areas, wildfires have become a terrifyingly regular occurrence in the Golden State. From the wine country fires of 2017 to the devastating Camp Fire of 2018, which tragically claimed 85 lives and destroyed the town of Paradise, California has faced an unrelenting assault of firestorms. Millions of acres have burned, homes have been reduced to ash, and the air has been thick with smoke, turning the once blue skies into an ominous orange. The frequency and intensity of these fires have pushed firefighting resources to their limits, with brave men and women risking their lives on the front lines of these infernos. The impact on communities has been profound, leaving behind a trail of displacement, trauma, and economic devastation. Yet in the face of such adversity, the spirit of resilience burns bright. Communities rally together to support one another, rebuild their lives, and adapt to this new reality. New technologies are being employed, and fire prevention strategies are being re-evaluated. California's battle with wildfires is far from over. It serves as a stark reminder of the growing threat of climate change and the urgent need for proactive measures to protect our communities and our environment. In May 2016, the Canadian city of Fort McMurray, nestled in the heart of Alberta's oil sands region, found itself facing an inferno of unimaginable proportions. Fueled by dry conditions and strong winds, a wildfire sparked by an unknown cause exploded into a raging monster. Over 88,000 residents were forced to flee their homes in the largest wildfire evacuation in Canadian history. The images were harrowing, cars snaking along smoke-filled highways, the sky glowing an eerie orange, and the flames licking at the edges of neighborhoods. The fire, dubbed the Beast, consumed over 600,000 hectares of forest, making it the costliest natural disaster in Canadian history. Over 2,400 homes and buildings were reduced to rubble, leaving behind a trail of devastation and displacement. The Fort McMurray wildfire served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of communities, even in developed nations, to the destructive power of wildfires. The disaster highlighted the need for improved forest management practices, enhanced emergency preparedness, and a greater understanding of the role of climate change in fueling these catastrophic events. Yet amidst the ashes, stories of courage and resilience emerged. Firefighters battled tirelessly to contain the blaze, residents supported one another, and the community rallied to rebuild their lives. The Fort McMurray wildfire stands as a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and emerge stronger from the ashes. Russia, with its vast expanses of Siberian forests, is no stranger to wildfires, but in recent years, the scale and intensity of these blazes have reached unprecedented levels. Driven by climate change, hotter temperatures and drier conditions, wildfires have become a recurring threat to the region's delicate ecosystems and human populations. In 2021, Siberia experienced its worst wildfire season on record. Millions of hectares of forest went up in flames, releasing billowing clouds of smoke that blanketed entire regions and drifted across the Pacific Ocean, impacting air quality as far away as North America. The environmental consequences of these megafires are profound. Peatlands, vital carbon sinks that help regulate the Earth's climate, burned for months, releasing massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Wildlife populations face displacement and habitat loss, and the long-term impact on biodiversity remains a concern. The Russian wildfires have highlighted the global nature of climate change and the interconnectedness of our planet's ecosystems. The smoke plumes, visible from space, serve as a stark reminder that the consequences of environmental degradation know no borders. Efforts to combat these fires are often hampered by the remoteness of the region and the sheer scale of the blazes. As climate change continues to exacerbate fire conditions, the future of Russia's forests hangs in the balance, a stark reminder of the urgent need for global action to address this growing threat. Greece, a land steeped in history and renowned for its ancient ruins and idyllic islands, has increasingly found itself grappling with the destructive power of wildfires. Fueled by hot, dry summers, strong winds and human negligence, wildfires have become a recurring threat to the country's delicate ecosystems and its vital tourism industry. In 2021, Greece experienced one of its worst wildfire seasons on record. Fueled by a heatwave that sent temperatures soaring above 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit, wildfires ripped through forests and villages, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The island of Evia, known for its lush pine forests and pristine beaches, was particularly hard hit. The fires raged for days, forcing thousands to flee their homes and charring vast swathes of land. The air, thick with smoke, turned the once azure skies a hazy orange, casting a pall over the normally vibrant landscape. The wildfires have had a devastating impact on Greece's tourism industry, a vital sector of the country's economy. Images of charred landscapes and burning resorts have deterred visitors, and the economic fallout from the fires has been significant. The Greek government has faced criticism for its handling of the wildfires, with accusations of inadequate resources and poor forest management. The fires have exposed the country's vulnerability to the impacts of climate change and the urgent need for investment in fire prevention and preparedness measures. As Greece continues to battle the flames, the country faces the daunting task of rebuilding not only its infrastructure but also its image as a tourist destination. Australia, a land of diverse landscapes and unique wildlife, was once again ravaged by bushfires on an unprecedented scale in 2019 to 2020. The Black Summer, as it came to be known, saw over 24 million hectares or 59 million acres of land scorched, an area larger than the United Kingdom. The fires, fueled by a prolonged drought, record-breaking temperatures and strong winds, raged for months, turning the skies an apocalyptic red and blanketing major cities in thick smoke. The images were heart-wrenching: kangaroos fleeing for their lives, koalas with singed fur clinging to burnt trees, and entire communities reduced to ash. The impact on wildlife was catastrophic. An estimated 3 billion animals were killed or displaced by the fires, including thousands of koalas, a national icon. The fires also released an estimated 400 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, exacerbating the global climate crisis. The Australian bushfires of 2019 to 2020 were a wake-up call to the world, highlighting the devastating consequences of climate change. The fires sparked a global conversation about the need for urgent action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect our planet's biodiversity. In the aftermath of the fires, Australians displayed incredible resilience, coming together to support affected communities and rebuild their lives. However, the scars of the Black Summer run deep, a somber reminder of the urgent need to address the climate crisis. Indonesia, home to the world's third-largest rainforest, has faced recurring struggles with forest fires, often deliberately set for land clearing and agricultural purposes. However, in 2015, the country experienced one of its worst haze crises in recent history, with devastating consequences for both human health and the environment. The fires, largely concentrated on the islands of Sumatra and Kalimantan, raged for months, fueled by dry conditions and the illegal practice of slash-and-burn agriculture. The resulting haze, a thick blanket of smoke and pollutants, spread across Southeast Asia, affecting millions of people. The air quality in cities across Indonesia, Singapore and Malaysia plummeted to hazardous levels, forcing schools and businesses to close and prompting health advisories. The haze caused widespread respiratory problems, particularly among children and the elderly, and strained healthcare systems. The economic impact of the 2015 haze crisis was significant, disrupting air travel, impacting tourism, and causing billions of dollars in losses to agriculture and other industries. The fires also released massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. The Indonesian haze crisis highlighted the transboundary nature of air pollution and the need for regional cooperation to address the issue. It also underscored the importance of tackling the root causes of deforestation and promoting sustainable land management practices. While Indonesia has made some progress in recent years in combating illegal land clearing and preventing fires, the country remains vulnerable to haze outbreaks, particularly during dry seasons. The 2015 crisis serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of environmental issues and the need for collective action to protect our planet and its people. Portugal, a country known for its beautiful coastline, historic cities and lush forests, has faced a growing threat from wildfires in recent years. Driven by climate change, hotter temperatures, drier conditions and human negligence, these fires have had devastating consequences for the country's environment, economy and people. In 2017, Portugal experienced one of its deadliest wildfire seasons on record. In June, wildfires ripped through the Pedrógão Grande region, claiming the lives of 66 people in a matter of hours. The fires, fueled by strong winds and tinder-dry vegetation, trapped motorists on a rural road, leaving behind scenes of unimaginable devastation. The Pedrógão Grande fires sent shockwaves through Portugal and beyond, prompting national mourning and raising questions about the country's preparedness for such disasters. The tragedy highlighted the need for improved forest management practices, greater public awareness about fire risks, and enhanced emergency response capabilities. In the aftermath of the fires, the Portuguese government implemented a series of reforms aimed at preventing future tragedies, including stricter regulations on land use near forests, investments in firefighting equipment and personnel, and public awareness campaigns about fire safety. However, Portugal remains vulnerable to wildfires, particularly as climate change intensifies drought conditions and increases the risk of extreme fire weather. The 2017 Pedrógão Grande fires serve as a somber reminder of the devastating human cost of these disasters and the urgent need for proactive measures to mitigate the risks. In 2016, the Canadian province of Alberta, known for its vast oil sands operations and stunning natural beauty, experienced one of its most economically devastating wildfire seasons in recent history. The fires, fueled by dry conditions, strong winds and unusually warm temperatures, raged for weeks, scorching vast swathes of forest and impacting the heart of Canada's oil sands industry. The Fort McMurray wildfire, the most destructive wildfire in Canadian history, forced the evacuation of over 88,000 residents from the city and surrounding areas. The fire caused billions of dollars in damage to homes, businesses, and infrastructure, crippling the local economy and sending shockwaves through the global oil market. The economic impact of the Alberta wildfires extended far beyond the immediate area affected by the flames. The disruption to oil production, transportation, and supply chains resulted in significant financial losses for energy companies and reverberated throughout the Canadian economy. The fires also highlighted the vulnerability of critical infrastructure to wildfires, as pipelines, power lines, and other essential facilities were damaged or threatened by the flames. The disaster underscored the need for enhanced fire prevention and mitigation measures, particularly in areas where industrial activity intersects with forested landscapes. The Alberta wildfires of 2016 serve as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of the environment, the economy, and human well-being. The disaster highlighted the need for sustainable development practices, responsible resource management, and proactive measures to mitigate the risks posed by climate change and wildfires. As we've witnessed, wildfires are a powerful force of nature, capable of reshaping landscapes, displacing communities, and leaving behind a trail of destruction. These fires, often exacerbated by human activities and a changing climate, serve as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of fire prevention and management. From the charred forests of Australia to the smoke-filled skies of Indonesia, the stories of these fires are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, but also a sobering reminder of the challenges we face in a warming world. The increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires demand our attention, our action, and our commitment to protecting our planet and its inhabitants. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more informative content. Let us learn from these events, support those affected, and work together towards a future where we live in harmony with our environment, mitigating the risks of these fiery